What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Spanko, and today I'm back with the ABC Trap deck profile. Last week I put out the video showing off the duels and showing off what this deck can do, how good the deck is going first, how good the deck is going second, and even showed you guys some hands that are not optimal but how you can still play with those unoptimal hands. So if you guys didn't check out that video, I'll leave a link to it in the description below for you guys to check it out. But this deck was inspired by MSTTV. I actually hit him up in the comments and I said, yo, I really like this deck, can I test it out, can I try it out? And he said, yeah, yo, try it out, go for it. So I was like, okay, good, I'm gonna do it. And I actually really like the deck. I think this is a really cool way to play ABC, and I think moving forward, or at least for now, this is going to be the way to play ABC. The combo variants are cool, yes, however they just don't get enough done and susceptible to too much brick. This deck is really good because it can grind really well and it can put up pretty big boards, to be honest with you. You can put up 3 to 4 negate boards and then also just grind as well, right? So the deck is really good in that sense. I think I really like it. I think this is the new way to play ABC, at least for now. So if you guys enjoyed these videos, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Join the Spanko squad. What are you doing? This is the best squad on YouTube. So join the Spanko squad today. All you gotta do is hit that subscribe button and you're good to go. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. All the links to my social medias will be in the description below. The goal for 2021 is 10,000 subscribers. I think we can make it happen, but it's all up to you guys. Hopefully you guys can make it happen. Also, if you guys want 5% off any of your TCG purchases, make sure to check out Card Ballers. I'll leave a link to their thing in the description as well, so you guys can check that out. And if you use the code SPANKO5 or just click the link, then you'll get 5% off of your purchase. Or if you're purchasing from TCG Player, make sure to use my affiliate link. Help support your boy out. Okay, now finally off to the video. Okay, so first things first, we are playing triple A Assault Core, triple B Buster Drake, and only 2 C Crush Wyvern. I actually decided to play 3 A Assault Core. Usually my go-to ratio now is 2, 3, 2, but I decided to play 3 because A Assault Core is actually pretty important in this deck. Adding back the B from your graveyard during your combo is actually very necessary, to be honest with you. So that's why A is actually really good. You need more cards in your hand now, and A does that for you, right? It recycles back the cards in your graveyard, so it is really important to have the A readily available. So that's why I played 3A. 3B, of course, is the best one, and only 2C, it's all you really need. I'm only playing 1 Union Driver, and the only reason I'm playing 1 is because I really don't want to draw it, but it is a really necessary card with the Union Hanger. I know some people like to play 2. I just want to keep it at 1. I don't want to play 2. I just don't want to draw it. It is what it is. If I do draw it, I draw it, whatever, it sucks, but I would prefer to minimize that chance as much as possible. So I'm only playing the 1 Union Driver. I'm playing 2 Ash Blossom. I only wanted to play 2. It is a once per turn. It's one of 2 hand traps we're playing. In testing, it's all I really needed. I don't like to draw double Ash at all, ever. So triple Ash makes it so that I could draw double Ash more often. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's why I thought double Ash was perfectly fine. Double Galaxy Soldier as well as 1 Photon Orbital. Now this is just a combo. Turn 1, if you open just Hanger, you end on ABC Buster plus Infinity, plus the Union Carrier on the field randomly. He doesn't really do anything. You probably will suck him up with Infinity anyways. But point is, you end on Infinity plus ABC Buster just with Union Hanger, because in the combo, you get the Galaxy Soldier. You search the Galaxy Soldier off a Photon Orbital. So that's why you're just playing the 1. Then we're playing Triple Gamma. It is, in my opinion, the best hand trap of the format, so I really wanted to play it. The thing is with this deck is because it is a trap deck, you really do want to go first, right? But in those times you go second, you draw like 3 traps, and you're like, okay, well, my hand's kind of unplayable now. Gamma is really good for that. Also, Gamma is not a once per turn. It is one of those cards that counters pretty much anything, so I just thought Gamma was a really good option. It's a really good card to be playing. It's also a light, so if you draw multiple and if you don't need multiple, you can obviously discard it off of the Galaxy Soldier, so it's relevant in that sense as well. I just think Gamma is insanely good, insanely strong, so you should definitely be playing 3 Gamma. Obviously the 1 driver here for the Gamma as well. Playing 1 Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn is just an extender for you. You don't need to be playing this, but I just enjoy playing it because I'm like, okay, ABC is one of those decks where if your combo somehow gets stopped, a Monster Reborn and an extender is extremely powerful in this deck. Also, going second, it can help you OTK, so Monster Reborn is really good in that sense. Triple Unauthorized Reactivation. Now this is your pseudo Union Hanger. If you don't get the Hanger, this card does exactly pretty much the same thing, so that's why you really wanted to play this. It makes it so that you're playing pretty much 7 Union Hangers if you count 3 of this, 3 Hanger, and the Terraforming. So this card is insanely good. Also, going first, if you set it up, like let's say you already have a Hanger in your hand or access to Hanger, you can set this up so that on your opponent's turn, let's say your opponent activates like a Raigeki, just the most random Raigeki, right? You can activate this, target your ABC Buster Dragon, let's say, equip it with a B, and B, if you guys don't know, these guys have other effects, right? B makes it so that your monsters are unaffected by spell cards, C makes it so that your monsters are unaffected by trap cards, and A makes it so your monster is unaffected by monster cards. So you can actually end up equipping one of these and then giving your ABC Buster Dragon some protection. So that's why I thought this card was really good. Going first, it's amazing because it is a pseudo union hanger for you, but going second, or going first technically, but if you set it up, then it gives you some sort of protection as well. Then we're playing One Call by the Grave. I just think, even though it's not a one-of, I really wanted to play it. This deck does kind of hard lose to certain things, especially with Ghost Bell and what else being relevant in the format, Skullmeister, DD Crow. This deck really hurts like when you get hit with those kind of cards, because you really do want your pieces in your graveyard. So Call by the Grave is pretty important for that. We are playing Triple Union Hanger. Obviously, I mean, there's no reason to not play Triple Union Hanger, literally the best card in your deck. If you open this and literally nothing else, you're still in a good position. So that's why I think Union Hanger is really relevant. And then one Terraforming, of course, to get to the Union Hanger. So that's really it for the monsters and the spells. As you can see, we play a decent amount of trap cards, and one of these trap cards I'm going to tell you guys right now is actually insanely good. It's an underrated card, been underrated for so long, and I finally am happy that we get to play it because I think this card is really good. So first we're starting off with Imperm. Again, another hand trap, but it is a trap card. Searchable off of Trap Trick, so Imperm is really good. Ice Dragon's Prison, I think, is the most busted, hands down trap card in the game today. Like, this card is so insanely good. So that's why I decided to play 3 of this. I think it's very important to be playing 3 of this. Double Union Scramble. Now, this is the trap card that I want to talk to you guys about. This card is so good in so many ways. So when this card is activated, you can target up to 3 of your banished machine union monsters. It could be technically normal monsters too, but in this case we're playing union monsters, and then special summon them. So straight off, you get to special summon all your pieces back from the banished zone. Also, it's up to 3. It doesn't have to be 3. So if you just have one piece randomly banished, then this card is really clutch in that sense. The other effect is that when this card is in the graveyard, except the turn that it was sent there, you can target one of your banished light machine normal monsters or light machine union monster and return it to your hand. So the reason this is really good is for, I mean, so many reasons. First things first, if they get rid of your ABC Buster Dragon somehow without you being able to tag it out, then you pretty much lose all your pieces, right? Like, that's how ABC worked before. But with Union Scramble now, it's okay if you lose your Buster because you can get these back and you guys can have access to this again. Also, technically, your Union Driver is a machine Union monster, so you can summon this back as well if you really wanted to. If this was like the only banished one, let's say, you can summon this back also as well, so that's really cool. The other thing is this helps you OTK so well. If you can just set up a board, let's say, of ABC Buster and, like, let's say 3 traps. You stop your opponent from playing whatever, and let's say they end up hitting your ABC Buster. Let's say you end up losing your ABC Buster. The nice thing about Union Scramble is that you can summon back all your pieces. If you have a Union Hanger as well, that's more plus because your Union Hanger is going to attach to those pieces. And then when your turn runs around, now you have 3 monsters on the board. You have a Union Hanger which attached another card. You can special summon that card. That Union Hanger can now attach to that card, and you guys can see where I'm going with this, right? It's so insane. So Union Scramble does so much for you. I think this card is super underrated, and it's really good in this deck. Then we're playing Triple Trap Trick, of course, because you could search any of these trap cards, and Double Compulse. Now, I wanted to say, if you guys didn't want to play Compulse, I personally play Compulse because I think this card is insane. I love this card. But another option that I wanted to play, I didn't choose to, but I wanted to play, was a Torrential over here. So I just wanted to show you guys that if you wanted to, you can swap Double Compulse for double Torrential. I personally haven't tested Torrential that much. The Compulse and testing has been really good for me though, so I really enjoy this. And again, if you guys didn't watch the last video where I did the dueling, I show off why Compulse is so good in so many ways. But Torrential is another option for you because if you have your pieces on the board and you activate Torrential, you can technically get all their effects off. So it's not that bad. It's actually pretty good in a lot of ways. So it's really up to you. If you wanted to play Compulse, play Compulse. If you wanted to play Torrential, it's up to preference. It's really whatever you want to play, but I personally like Compulse myself. Okay, so on to the extra deck. We are playing triple ABC Buster Dragon. I mean, you don't really need to play triple. I found that through testing, to be completely honest with you, there are times you've made 3, but the thing is, sometimes like 2 is just enough. You'll be able to OTK your opponent and beat your opponent by then. So if you wanted to play 2, you can play 2. I personally like to stick with 3 because in those grind game situations, I like to have the option to go into the 3rd one. So that's why I definitely like to play 3. But again, you don't need to, but there's really nothing else in the extra deck that you want to play anyway, so you might as well put that in there. You are playing 1 Cyber Dragon Infinity as well as 1 Cyber Dragon Nova. Standard play going first. This is your combo. 1 Dweller because I think it's a really good option against a lot of matchups. 1 Boral Sword helps you OTK. Again, with this deck, with Union Scramble, with ABC tagging out, making Boral Sword or making Access Code is really easily, so that's why you really want to play these 2. Apollo I'm playing here as well. There are times where you make Apollo, not super often, but there are times you make it, so that's why I wanted to play the Apollo. 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, one Clifford Genius. These are more or less standard cards. If you guys have ever played ABC, these are more or less standard. If you guys are new to ABC, these cards are really good because Phoenix obviously is a link to, pops the card, but the thing is, when you make the Phoenix, let's say you make a Phoenix with like a B and an A, then you get the B effect and you get the A effect. So that's why making link monsters is really good in ABC. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? Pretty standard. We are playing a Clifford Genius, like I said. One Platinum Gadget comes up here and there. You are playing a Union Carrier. First turn combo is always Union Carrier. If you open the Galaxy Soldier, though, I like to make IP Masquerena, because IP Masquerena is one of those cards where once you open up Soldier, right, you can make IP with your Infinity and ABC. Then when you tag out the ABC, you can IP with 2 pieces to make Apollo, right? So those are the situations where you make the Apollo. So really, this extra deck is pretty standard. There are other options if you really wanted to play other options. Other options include like Nightmare Cerberus. If you wanted to play another rank 4 monster somewhere, whether it's like a Tornado Dragon or something like that, you can play other rank 4 options. It's really up to you. The extra deck is not actually as tight as it seems, because really you could play 2 ABC Dragon Buster if you wanted. Really, you don't have to play Apollo. I personally like it just because of the IP. You don't have to play Clifford Genius, but Clifford Genius does come up. This extra deck isn't as tight as you think it is. You do have a lot of options if you wanted to switch it up, but this is just what I've been going with, and this is what I really like, and I think this is really good. So that's it for the deck profile. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel to join the Spanko squad today. If you guys are new here to the channel, my goal is 10,000 subscribers for the end of 2021. Now, if you guys have any suggestions to this deck, make sure to leave it in the comment section down below. Again, I'm not saying this deck is top tier. I'm not saying it's the most competitive deck in the game, but however, I believe if you wanted to play ABC at a more or less competitive level, this is how you would want to be playing the deck. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really do. I hope you guys stay along for the journey. Thank you guys all for watching. That's really all I gotta say. So Spanko, signing out. Peace.